Up there 4th in a row last night to Toronto. Just when you think you got Dylan Cease on the ropes and things might be going your way, you just really can't take advantage, and you make mistakes of your own, and the hitting it's dissipated. It's just not there.
Yeah, something's weird with the offense lately. It's I don't know if June and July are over, or July's over, and this is August, and it's a different team. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's starting to look like I'm watching it, and I'm like, was this a bad team that just got really hot, or was this a good team that just started slow? And I think that question is still valid.
Oh, I think it's very valid. I think it's very valid because, now, can you put together a win streaks, two win streaks like they've had, and be a bad...
Maybe not a bad team.
Bad team.
But what we saw for the first 3 months of the season...
They were playing over their skis.
Yeah.
Let's,
And under.
Yeah,
and way under,
right. It's just... it's rough. It's rough, but we're going to get into all that. Plus, Patriots had joint practice with the Colts yesterday. Going to talk about that. We're talking with Pat Lane at 7:40, right?
John Rooke.
Just went over
we were having this conversation just before the show. I think you had him on.
I had, that's what I mean. I had him on. I didn't hear it. So it is John. It's not Pat.
John. So we.
Oh, okay. All right.
We almost had 3 yeses out there, and I was talking. I was going back and forth with Kevin Moore, who was down at training camp, just about training camp, and I was like, let me just ask him to be on the show. Do we have we asked anyone yet? What do we have for 7:40? And I was like. Marcus, I think, was asleep. Sully was like, I think the bear naps from 11 to 5 every day. And I was like, Marcus is asleep.
Yeah.
But then, so it was an interesting thing. We could have had 3 guests at 7:40.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk going on. Yeah, so we were supposed to have John Rooke last week, and then we weren't able to get a hold of him.
That's right.
And then we rescheduled to this week.
Oh.
And then after I texted Pat, I later reviewed the footage and was like,
I went over it.
Yeah, talked to John.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
We got Pat Lynn on Monday, though.
All right, well, that's cool. That's cool. So I guess we'll have John Rooke today, voice of the Patriots. We were supposed to have him last Wednesday, so that's all right. We'll do it today. That'll be cool. We'll catch up with that and see everything going on there. So, Tyler, you're going golfing this weekend, you said?
I am going to try. I think I'm going to try either tonight or tomorrow afternoon because my girlfriend's in New York until Friday, so I've got, nobody to tell me not to go golf.
There you go. I was telling the boys I played in the Hamden Hockey Golf Tournament 2 days ago. I'm still feeling the effects.
Where was that at?
Rocky Knoll.
Nice.
Rocky Knoll was beautiful. It was awesome. It was hot. It was very hot, but it was an outstanding event. They did a great job putting it together. They had to, I believe they had 30 teams. They had to turn teams away.
Oh, geez. Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool for them. Awesome. It's just, I'm so used to playing 9.
Yeah.
You get to 18 and it's just your body's just like, what are we doing, dude?
That's I get after 9 and I'll be like, I'm just going to play 9 today. And I'm like, I could do 9 more. Is anyone watching right now?
Yeah, for sure. Do you got a club? I was telling, do you have a club that you feel confident in? Is there one club that you're like, I feel good on
Yeah,
this
you
one?
Asked me this before. It's I have a 52-degree wedge that I can.
That's right.
It's my 100 and in. And I know it's going to go 95 to 100 yards every time.
Totally confident.
Yeah.
I wish, I got one too, and it's I wish I felt that way, remotely close way with any other friggin' club, because it's I get my 7, and it feels good. Very, very confident that even a miss isn't going to be a brutal miss. Yeah. It should be okay. It's not going to be Patrick Sandoval outside pitch, right? It should be fairly close, but whatever. I need more. I got to get out more. But we got a great show for you. We'll do stocks as well. We got to talk with Tim Throckmorton. Roast is presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get Luke, get sold with the Next Home Experience. And Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealers. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a deer. Let's do it. All right, those Sox, they lose to the Blue Jays 5-3. Cedar Rafaela had a sac fly in the third, put Sox up by 1. Abreu does homer in the 4th, go up 2-1. Rafaela in the 5th to extend the lead by 1. Just still not enough. Patrick Sandoval pitches 6 innings, gives up 8. hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks. Not a bad stat line for Patrick Sandoval.
No, you look at the stat line, 6 innings, 2 earned runs. You're like, that's a quality start right there. But he was a little wild.
Yeah.
8 hits.
He takes a back road to get there.
Yeah,
you know?
You look at the unearned runs, though. I mean, he gave up 4, so that's half of his runs are unearned. I don't know if it's either from walks or from, but the errors kind of killed him the other day, too.
Yep, Durbin had an error. Adley Rutschman does play, though. He goes 1 for 3. Let's hear from him. Rutschman's a big dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's
he is.
solid.
It's nice to see a catcher leg out an infield single.
Yeah, for sure. And it's just the visual of, I know his batting average isn't very much different really than Connor Wong's right now, right?
Yeah.
But just the optics at the plate, it's like, all right, we could roll with this dude.
Yeah.
This dude's a monster.
We have to remember that, he's a 3-time All-Star. He's a 28-year-old. He's had a great start to his career, but then again, he's not going to give you 50 homer. This guy's not Babe Ruth, we went and got a great upgrade at the deadline, but I don't know, we're throwing him in the lineup and expecting
that he's going to be our top 3 hitter.
Yeah,
you know
one
what I
of
mean?
them. But how does that change anything? We're throwing him in the lineup. It's a great upgrade at bat, but it's not like we're throwing a superstar hitter into the lineup that's going to completely change the chemistry of the team. It's a better hitter in the 3-hole.
It is, and a more just a veteran catcher that is legit. He's someone you can build your team around, and a great leader in the clubhouse based on everything you're hearing out of Baltimore too.
Yeah.
So
no, it was after the deadline. I'm like, we got Adley Rutschman here. Let's go. Excited. We made an upgrade, and then they're talking about him last night, and they show the stat line, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's just Adley Rutschman. I think I fell for the hype a little bit. We finally made a move at the deadline, and I think a lot of people were all over it.
Yeah, and the bottom line is I feel like, you know what though, we're better at catcher.
Yes,
whatever the margin is, you're better. Chad Tracy mentioned Roman Anthony is hitting off a machine, should go on a rehab assignment soon. Also said that Crochet, no projection there. You're not going to see Garrett Crochet back this year. I don't see any way. They did talk about him coming out of the bullpen if they made the playoffs. Boy, he would have to be cooking pretty soon here, because that's going to take a while to ramp up.
Yeah, it's tough, especially when you're told as a fan base that this guy's going to miss 1 start.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Right? In the NFL, Patriots had their joints with the Colts yesterday. They have their first preseason game on Thursday. Mike Vrabel says, don't expect to see Drake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're crazy if you thought you were going to see Drake May on Thursday. That's not happening.
No, you're not going to see May. You're not going to see A.J. Brown. Get ready for Tommy DeVito, Efton Chisholm for a quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. In all reports, Tommy Cutlets, Tommy Two Chains, if you follow the Vrabel stuff, it looked pretty good. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing a little Tommy DeVito out there. Why not?
It's always great when the reports are on the backup quarterback looking good, because that means the line didn't look awful. That means the defense wasn't terrible. That means nobody stood out as God, this is bad.
Right.
Everyone, Tommy DeVito looked all right. I'm like, I'm okay with that report from training camp.
Yeah. I'm okay with it, but then I heard the Colts ripped apart the secondary yesterday of the Patriots.
Well, yeah, they didn't have Gonzalez.
No Davis, no the other guy,
They didn't really rip apart the Patriots secondary. They ripped apart the practice squad secondary.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Good point. Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
silver lining there.
Always. Other news in the NFL: Dolphins head coach Jeff Hoak says Devin Achane could have games where he gets more than 40 touches.
Do you say that right, Marcus?
Negative. Achane, like Travis Achane.
It's Devon, right?
Devon Achane. But
it's whatever.
It happens.
It's a dolphin.
I wasn't going to say anything until Tyler said something. No. I just hope he doesn't run him into the ground. We'll see after week 5 where he's at.
Right.
45.
Did he say he was going to have to carry him to the locker room some games? Wasn't that his quote?
Pretty much. Yeah. So we'll see where it goes, but I'm sure fantasy managers might be pretty happy. Well,
You're going to get touches, that's for sure. Are you going to be anywhere near the end zone, though?
I look at it as 2012 Adrian Peterson, right? You're 3rd and 8, and it's handoff.
Yeah. I just hope we don't turn him into Ricky Williams.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You never know. It'll be interesting.
I'm optimistic. I love that guy.
Minnesota Vikings. Oh, you poor Michigan fans. J.J. McCarthy is not going to be your quarterback. Kyler Murray has beat him out. So Kyler Murray is going to be, so far, your quarterback. Goodbye, J.J. McCarthy. In the MLB, athletic shortstop Jacob Wilson's major league record errorless streak at the position continues to 113 games Tuesday after an errant throw in the 8th inning was overturned from its original ruling. So he is still cooking. Unbelievable. In the NBA, the Pistons host the Celtics on October 20th at 3 to kick off the NBA season.
Yeah, that's weird.
That is annoying. That's annoying.
Well, I mean, I'll probably work from home for like an hour that afternoon, wrap up my day at like 4 o'clock, and then, I'll be done. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird. But for East Coast fans, though,
that's great.
It ain't that bad.
Yeah, I'm going to come home at 3 that day, and
I got a bone to pick with the Christmas one. We'll talk about that next. We got Stock Report coming up. Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners, upgraded food menu. Find showtimes, reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. And Bangor Window Shade and Drapery. They offer custom blind shades, drapery, outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade is at 105 Main Street, Bangor. Morning Roast brought to you by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of the Morning Roast, and the place to be, downtown Bangor, herosportsgrill.com. And your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer. Extra value meals with extra value when you use your McD app in August. Get a classic Big Mac or filet of fish extra value meal for only $8 when you use that McD app. So get on that one. All right. Stocks, I was saying, Christmas schedule comes out for the NBA. And you got Spurs at Knicks, Heat at Celtics, 76ers at Lakers, Thunder at Timberwolves, Nuggets at Warriors.
I like that, yeah. Nuggets, Warriors, you got the Jokic and Curry matchup. Those are kind of like not the old guards, but kind of like the old guards out west. You've got Celtics, Heat. With the Jaylen Brown stuff, we forget what happened with Miami this offseason. They added Giannis. They were, that... bumped them up in the rankings a little bit, and then you've got LeBron returning to L.A. That's a great Christmas slate.
I get it. Isn't that the spot, though, for Sixers-Celtics?
I would say, that would be a great spot for the Jaylen Brown return to Boston, but Jaylen Brown is number 4th most important star on the Sixers, number 3 most important in the NBA's eyes, in America's eyes. Like, I think LeBron is...
LeBron going back to the Lakers is bigger than Brown.
Jaylen Brown and the Celtics. In New England, it's not.
It's not even close, right?
But LeBron going back to LA it's LeBron, it's in Hollywood. Like I can see that. If LeBron doesn't go to Philly, that is a Celtics-Philly game.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah, and it's just we haven't seen when the Sixers and the Celtics are playing. We haven't seen that schedule drop.
No,
yet.
I can't wait to see that debut or that first game.
It's like, okay, if not then when, So it'll be interesting to see when that happens.
I'm excited to see how the Celtics look this year. I really am, just because it's going to be a different team. But, you look at... I wouldn't even call them advanced metrics, but you look at all those metrics that say Jaylen Brown isn't as good as we think he is, and we could sit here as Celtics fans and say, that's just, Brad Stevens doing the analytics, and that's just
the
Brad Stevens and the nerd stuff. But you look around the league, everybody feels that way. It
is. Yeah, no, it is.
That was the consensus.
It really was, and that's why you ended up being kind of stuck for a little bit. So... it'll be interesting to see how this thing actually plays out, and what happens in Philly too. That I think is just as interesting.
Experiment.
It is a big time experiment.
It's far from a given that is going to work.
You've got a lot of alphas that demand ball time.
That's the thing. Like you look at Paul George and Jason Tatum and like guys like that. Maybe not Tatum because he is going to have the ball, but all 4 of those guys on the Sixers, maybe 3 of those guys on the Sixers, minus LeBron because he's really smart, need the ball to be effective. Like Tyrese Maxey isn't a great off-ball scorer. Jaylen Brown isn't doing a lot off the ball. He's going to stand in the corner, and when he gets it, he's going to dribble it between his legs 10 times and then shoot it one-on-one contest. Embiid needs the ball.
Yeah.
Maybe you can convince me that, an Embiid, LeBron pick and roll might work. Those are both 2 big dudes. It's going to be hard to guard. But a lot of those guys need the ball to be effective. Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Paul George, those guys don't need the ball to be super effective. I think it's the absence of Jaylen Brown is going to be good for a lot of the other players. I don't know if it'll be good team-wise for the Celtics.
They got to execute, but it should be more team basketball.
Yeah. Anyways, football season.
Yeah, it is. It is. Well, it is football season, but before we get to it, though, I got to give a stock down, though. Did you see Jaylen Brown is hosting his own farewell block party in Boston? Is it this weekend?
I think it is. Do you think any of the Celtics go?
No.
No?
No.
Is that a bad look? Well, no, think about it. Like, if you worked somewhere for 5, 6, 7 years and you left to go to another company or something like, I mean, he was traded, so it's a little bit different, but like if you get a going away party, your old coworkers are going to be like, oh, he works for another company now, I'm not going.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And on top of that, they had the greatest fiscal quarter of they could possibly have, and they just forget about it.
Some of their pay is directly related to this dude,
Exactly.
right? You know what I mean? Like, I say no. I'm sure some will go. The question is does Jason Tatum go?
Yeah.
And the answer to that one is going to be no.
I think it'll be no. I think we haven't really been told, look, these guys aren't friends. These guys didn't get along. These guys didn't like each other. And to think that Jaylen Brown had no friends in that locker room is kind of crazy to think.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you there will be some people there.
Yeah.
From the Celtics.
It'll be interesting, but hosting your own party.
Like, it's not like there's bad blood. It's
you don't give him a little stock down on that. You're hosting your own farewell block party.
I mean, he does a lot for the city, doesn't he?
No, he does.
He has multiple charities.
And anyone can sign up. Like, you could just say sign up and say you're going. It's free.
Yeah, it's just a little tacky.
Anyone can go.
Little tacky.
Hey, I hosted my own birthday parties as a kid. No,
right.
There you go.
That's where I'm at. It's like,
that's fair, I guess. All right, we got time for one more, or should we get to it?
Yeah, give her a rip.
All right, well, another stock down. I don't have a lot of stock ups today. Stock down. I got to give it the stock down to Vinatieri after sitting here and just marinating on it for a few days. You know, you're getting into the Hall of Fame. You got your little zingers that you throw out there, and if you're really good at it, that's one thing. Like, I think like Peyton Manning, who was the butt of one of the jokes, is really good at it. Adam Vinatieri, little clunky. The Pat McAfee one, which we can't play on here, was the gold in it. That was pretty good.
That was funny.
That was good. The Drew Bledsoe GOAT Tom Brady thing, like very clunky, very awkward. The Bill doing his girlfriend's cheerleading contest thing.
Always a funny joke.
It is, but it's a year late, kind of, on that one. That's, NC's been in the news for other reasons. You could hit on that.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're going into the Hall of Fame, man. This is about what you did in the sport and all this stuff. I just think it was like, I don't know.
If someone
down on it.
If someone can go up there and like Peyton Manning can go up there and do a stand-up comedy bit, and
if you can do it,
and we're all gonna like it, then who's to say other people can't try? It's their moment. They're going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
If he wants to throw stupid jokes or bad jokes around, like, let him do it.
Yeah. All right. I'll give you that. I guess I'll give it to you. Why not? Okay. We're going to get to break and then catch up. We're not catching up with Tim next. We're going to talk some Patriots next, because they did have first scrimmage with the Colts, and some takeaways on there. Start your morning at Goslin's Bakery, 334 Harlow Street in Bangor. Grab a breakfast sandwich on an English muffin or croissant, plus legendary donuts with pastries made since 1945. Uno's Pizzeria and Grill, where they have late night deals every night in the bar or lounge, 9 to close. $6 apps, $5 cheeseburgers, $5 Indy cheese or pepperoni deep dish, 725 Stillwater Ave in Bangor. Maine Athletics this fall. It's time to pack the stands at Alphon Stadium and cheer on that Maine football team. Season tickets, they're on sale now and give you the best value and best seats for every home game. Visit goblackbears.com/tickets. We are basically in football season now. I mean, preseason game, Colts, Pats, Thursday. Whether you watch it or not, it's kicking off, man, and we are ready to roll. They had joint practices yesterday, the only one. They're not doing it today. So got to see a little bit. Why don't you give me Andrew Callahan on what he saw at a joint practice?
That was kind of the problem with New England last year on defense, was stopping the run a little bit. It wasn't I'll take the secondary and I'll wait until they're healthy to give them a fully judge them on the secondary, but it does worry me a little bit about the D-line. I know Jonathan Taylor is probably top 5 back in the league, and that's you could probably put him top 3, and I don't think many people would argue with you. And it's It's a joint practice, too. Like, how much weight are we going to put on this?
Yeah, no, for sure. But
if all we got. Were good.
Yeah.
If all the reports coming out of the joint practice were good, though, we'd be like, oh, yeah, here we come, 17-0, But, yeah, it does worry you a little bit that the defense is ripped up by Daniel Jones and Josh Downs, who aren't world beaters by any means. Like, Downs is probably number 2 on that team. They just paid Pierce a lot of money, and Daniel Jones is a middle of the pack quarterback, I would say. What's going to happen what's going to happen with Josh Allen, DJ Moore, if Daniel Jones and Josh Downs are tearing you up.
Yeah, right. So Colts have a good offensive line. We'll give them that. Their offensive line is good. Gives them some time. But that's the question that remains unanswered in terms of how are you going to get pressure on the quarterback? How are you going to allow your corners to do what they want to do and be able to play man-on-man if you can't get any pressure going? So, like I said, obviously way too early to tell, but we'll keep an eye on it.
Good thing on the flip side is you're not going to have to hold people to like 3 points like you had to with the Mac Jones offense. So your offense is going to be slinging.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That was, on a positive, the biggest takeaway is, boy, did May spread it around yesterday. I mean, we're talking A.J. Brown, Pop Douglas, Romeo Doubs, like getting everybody, Eli Reardon, getting everybody involved into the offense. And so, he's got his cup runneth over, really, right? Like with options this year, potentially.
All you're hearing from the wide receivers is, Pop Douglas made the play at camp. Efton Chisholm's been really good.
Yeah.
Kayshon Boutte, really, he shocked us all early on with how good he was. A.J. Brown, couple touchdowns. You saw the video of him breaking Sauce Gardner's ankles. Like, it seems like he's got an embarrassment of riches at the wide receiver position. And that's the first time one of our quarterbacks has had an embarrassment of riches when it comes to offensive weapons in a very long time. So stock up on the Patriots for going out and I know it's stock report was last segment, but for going out and getting these guys for your year 3 quarterback, really year 2 quarterback. It's his second year starting.
Full year.
Second full year starting, second year under Josh McDaniels. And you went out and you said, let me make his life easier.
Yep.
You went out, you got a fullback. You're going to be able to establish the run, go to play action. You got a star wide receiver in A.J. Brown. You got a solid number 2 in Romeo Doubs. And I don't think you're getting rid of Kayshon Boutte.
No, I don't think
I think those are going to be your top 3 guys right there. Doubs in the slot and Boutte and Brown on the outside. That's a great offense. You had Hunter Henry in there too. And
potentially Eli Reardon. As a pass catcher, right?
Yeah,
for now.
All the reports coming out of the offense are awesome. And I'm just so happy with what the Patriots did in investing in Drake May and, making his life easier.
Right.
Make his life easier. Make it easier for him to find an open guy so he doesn't have to scramble. Make it easier to establish the run so he has more time in the pocket. Make it safer for him. Like this has been a great offseason for Robert Kraft, Elliott Wolf, Mike Vrabel, whoever is doing the signings and the roster moves. This has been an A+ offseason, I feel like, for them on the offensive end. Until you sign Christian Gonzalez, you're a C on defense. I don't care. You have to bring him back. You have to extend him.
Gonzalez basically holding in now. Like they mentioned, he got bumped. It's a joint practice. He sat that one out.
Yeah,
right. And we know that.
He sat that one out because it's a little more physical. There's a little 100%. More chances for injury.
He's not
and
risking
stuff like
an
that.
injury on that. One thing I did like is we talk about all the offensive weapons that May has. He doesn't feel beholden to get the ball to anyone. Give me number 5 there. I like that attitude.
Yeah, it's a great answer to that question. I do think when you got a tool like A.J. Brown out there, like you're going to be looking for him first more often than not. Yeah,
you got to feed him.
There'll be days where Romeo Doubs has his, 8 catches, couple touchdowns, he goes off. But I think Brown's going to get like 7 to 10 targets a game. He's going to have a great year, a wide receiver 1 type of year.
Sure.
I think he's just so far head and shoulders above Romeo Doubs. I think he's head and shoulders above Kayshon Boutte. And I think when you go out onto football field and it's game time and you're in between the lines, that's going to show. And that's going to show in the targets and that's going to show in the stats. I am so excited for A.J. Brown.
Can't wait. It should be great. We're going to get to break and talk with Tim Throckmorton next on Truth of Throck and connect to the Ticket's social media channels, 92.9 The Ticket on Facebook, 92.9 The Ticket on Instagram, sports.net.maine on TikTok, and our YouTube page, Sportsnet Maine. Hey, Bigfoot fans, Tossie's Checkouts calling all Sasquatch seekers to the second annual Glenburn Sasquatch Calling Contest, Saturday, August 29th from 1 to 5 at 1492 Pushout Road in Glenburn. Win a $100 cash prize. Compete for legendary bragging rights, and it's free to enter. So bring your crew, bring your call, and we'll see you at Tossie's Checkout. Joining us now on the Heroes Hotline, as he does every week, Mr. Tim Throckmorton. Tim, how we doing?
A little disappointed that I only get like 5 seconds of Rick James, you and I. I mean, there's this categories of music that sort of never leave you, and
Sure.
funk is one of the ones for me. It's like just Wild Cherry and Rick James. These groups. If I'm in Target and I'm walking down an aisle and I hear one of these songs playing just quietly on some speaker, I just can't help but start. If I'm probably on a Christmas party reel, just doing weird things in the aisle.
I love it
because
you got to move.
It's so good.
Oh,
that's
good.
That's my jam.
Get the booty on the dance floor, baby. We're ready to roll.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If somebody's with me in the family, they scoot off very quickly because they're kind of embarrassed. But yeah, no, that's
awesome.
That's good stuff.
Awesome, man. How you been? How concerned are you with this skid right now in the Sox?
Well, the beginning of the year, you start. We all sort of not give up, but we just kind of look from a distance and that's what I thought. And so right now, I have to sort of look away. It's like something's happening that's not good. So I watched the first 3 or 4 innings. I wanted to see Rushman's first at bat.
Sure.
And that's the first couple at bats. And then I watched the Netflix series on the Idaho murders. So,
okay.
That was to cheer me up.
Yeah. Hey, Tim, on that one, I've been deep into that case. Don't believe everything you hear. I don't think he did it.
Oh, come on, Hirsch.
No.
I can't believe this.
No,
really?
I'm telling you, the more you unpeel that onion, things don't add up. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you. We can get into it. We'll get into it.
Okay. Yeah. I got.
I don't want to bore the listeners on that one, but there's more to that case.
Or the co-host. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Thanks. So what did you think of Rush? You only saw a couple at bats, Rushman. That's an obviously it's a plus in the catcher position for them, but you can't expect miracles either.
No, he's not. As you guys said earlier in the show, he's not a guy that's going to carry you. He's just a major upgrade. It's kind of a little different there because they had a catcher that was going to hit 200. So you upgrade defensively, upgrade offensively. Everybody slides down in the order, and you lose your worst bat. And so I think the lineup is going to be much better now. It hasn't shown. You know what I see with the Red Sox, and this is, I don't know if you've mentioned this yet, but I see it. Maybe this is just me, but I think they're a little tired. So when I see Rafaela come up there, who has been much better at swinging at balls in the zone, and he's chasing now, and he gets up there, and he, just like last year, when he first came up, was it last year or the year before?
Year before.
He was swinging at everything, and it's like he's like just wants to not get his at-bat over, but he just doesn't want to be patient and do the work on each at-bat. So he gets it there, and there's the sweeper a foot outside, strike one, he swings at it, and then there's another one, he swings at it. It's like, that's just the discipline there has been lost, and there are a couple other guys that are doing the same thing.
Sure,
they're not really being professional hitters as much as I would like to see, although they don't really care what I think. And so maybe I'm seeing it only with losses, and I wasn't really paying attention as much to the sort of the nuances like that when they were winning. But that's what I see.
Yeah, I think they're a little gassed, I agree. And I'd be a little less worried if they didn't start the way they started. Like if they were 500 average team, ripped off that run, and now they're cooling down a bit, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. But because they started the way they did, it makes you a little nervous to see them skid. It's like, don't come back to me now.
Yeah, I think there's a way out of this. And I also think that Chad Tracy has to give guys days off, and people thinking, why?
Yes.
Why are you giving guys? But this time of year, the bodies need to be fresher. Now, the other thing is about the pitching that when you're maxing out on innings pitched lifetime, that you wonder if you can sustain what you'd been doing.
Right.
So yeah, do you go to a 6-man rotation? Do you shorten guys? Shorten guys to 5 innings, even though they're going well. The back end of the rotation has. I mean, it's a small sample size, but the guys, your setup guy and your save guy are looking as if they're not like they were pitching a month ago.
They're tired.
So
they're tired.
They're tired.
Yeah, they are. And will this Red Sox medical staff ever get anybody back from injury ever? Because I mean, I start seeing the list. We're talking pitchers. I mean, you got Crochet, of course, right? I forgot we had Oviedo. Right. Yeah. Remember him? And then, you got your Cutter Crawfords, your Tanner Houks and things. Oh, yeah, they're throwing. It's like, you'll never see those guys.
You're going to get Trevor Story. Take it or leave it.
Yeah, right. I know. It's like they can't rehab anybody. So I don't know. It's, it's just, it feels like things are either going really well or really poorly with this team. There's no in between.
If you could get some of those guys back, they're actually fresher because basically their rehab is their preseason, and now they haven't pitched in a while, and the stress on their throwing arm is not. I think it would be so good if he got Crochet back. My God.
Oh my, yeah.
Even if he goes 1 inning for a month, and then when he gets to postseason, he's not even going to. Maybe I shouldn't get too excited about that. and Roman Anthony, I'm thinking. Okay, Roman, this better be a really bad whatever it is on his finger.
Strain.
It's not a strain. It's a ligament tear, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
It's like, what? Are you really? I mean, back in the 60s, back when I was a kid, in the 60s and 70s and 80s, people would be playing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Who cares about your finger being? And they
Look,
were
there are guys on the
those
team that would be playing like Durbin.
$80,000 a season, and they would be playing through everything.
Yeah. No, I get it. It is frustrating. It's a different time, that's for sure. What do we got for Truth or Throck this week?
Okay, so I was trying to think what to do with you guys this week, and I thought, I'll do stories about Gabby Golf Girl. But I thought, you guys don't even know who it is.
No, I don't think so. No,
you don't know who it is.
I don't.
Oh, okay, I'm glad I didn't do that.
Okay.
So anyway, she's just a girl that takes on. She shows up at golf courses and she takes on people and she plays against them and she gives them money if they beat her.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty funny. Anyway, so I didn't do it. I'm glad I didn't. Okay, golfers shooting their age.
Ooh.
Is today's subject.
Okay.
3 stories. 2 of these are true and 1 is not. Number 1, the oldest person to shoot his age is C. Arthur Thompson in 1973. Thompson was 103 when he shot 103 on a 6,200-yard course in Canada. Thompson was born in 1869, lived to be 106. Number 2, the youngest player to shoot his age is Bob Hamilton. He shot a 59 at age 59 on a course in Indiana. Hamilton was the 1944 PGA Championship winner, so he was a good golfer. And number 3, no one has shot their age at a PGA event, but Ben Hogan came within 1 shot of it twice. When his back pain had subsided, he came out of retirement at age 64 and played 3 more years. Hogan had won 64 PGA titles.
Whew.
I don't have any hunch. No.
You got 103, 59, Ben Hogan, 64. I want 103 to be true. I really want 103 to be true.
That's definitely true.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
103-year-old
you're
that's
103
awesome,
and you're out golfing.
Yeah.
Like, awesome. I got to go.
I think I'm going to go with
Bob Hamilton, 59, the youngest.
I think I'm going to go with Hogan. I read his book. It was a couple of years ago, but I read the Hogan book, and it didn't mention that. It wasn't the golf tips one. It was like a biography book, and I don't remember him coming back in his 60s.
Okay.
I could be wrong, though.
I don't know nothing about nothing. I'm going to go number 1.
You're going to go the old dude, 103. All right, so we just spread it right around. Yeah. Wow, so someone did well.
Yeah, okay, so the PGA event shooting the age is that's not true. The Ben Hogan is not true. The other two are 59 and the 103 were both true. By the way, here's the sidebar on that. Twice it's happened on the PGA Tour. Sam Snead shot a 67 at age 67 in the Quad Cities Open, then shot a 66 the next day. And Arnold Palmer shot a 71 at age 71 at the Bob Hope Classic.
Pretty awesome. But see Arthur Thompson at 103, shot a 103.
Isn't that fun? Yeah.
Incredible.
There's hope. Yeah.
Yeah. Way to go. What are you doing today? I'm going golfing. You're 103. Yeah, whatever. And shot better than I would.
That's 18 holes, Hirsch, too.
Yeah, I know.
You'd be hurting the next day.
Yeah, I know. My God, I'm still sore from a scramble, for God's sakes. Unbelievable, Tim. Incredible. You getting out there this week, Tim, and playing?
Yeah, I should. I played a couple days ago at Herman, and actually it's kind of fun because right now, next week is preseason with the golf team at Hamden Academy. I'm back with them. So
Sweet.
I'm looking forward to getting those kids started up and getting together as a team again.
Awesome. It's that time of the year. Well, Tim, have a great week, and we'll catch up with you next week.
Okay, good.
Great stuff. Tim Throckmorton, Truth of Throck. Hey, Red Sox Sweepstakes presented by Dunnett's Appliance and Service. We are giving another set away for the September 9th game against the Angels. It's 4 tickets, awesome seats, section 54, row J. We will have a drawing on September 2nd. You're going to call when you hear the cue to call. That's going to be next hour, though. So we are going to be doing the sweepstakes again to get in if you haven't got in yet. We'll be back with This Day in History. Mariano Rivera about to enter the game right here. 1991, Metallica releases its 5th album, Metallica, the Black Album, which debuts at number 1 on the Billboard 200 chart. I was just educating the youngsters here on how Metallica changed their sound a little bit on this album from the speed metal 8-minute tunes to this Black Album, and they were shorter, more hard rock based, and we lost a few people did not appreciate that, but I gained much more of a worldwide audience, and that is a bucket list show for me. I would love to see Metallica live. Never seen them.
Oh yeah.
Birthdays today, 1975. It's Casey Affleck's birthday. Actor Ben Affleck's brother. Bunch of movies. He's a phenomenal actor.
Yeah,
he's good.
He is a phenomenal actor,
Yeah.
but I see Casey Affleck and I just picture him in the SNL Dunkin' commercial skit.
Because it's so good.
Smoking the Parliament with the door open. Yeah, great one.
So good. 1976, Antoine Walker. 1988, Tyson Fury. 1991, Chris Middleton. And 1996, Iona?
I believe it's Ilona Mar.
Thank you.
You guys aren't going to clown me for not knowing that, are you?
No, I don't know.
I had a really bad
one.
This Day in History last week. Yeah.
Events this day in history. 1908, the Ford Motor Company builds its first Model T, which Henry Ford himself tests on a hunting trip to Wisconsin and northern Michigan. 1966, Beatles have to hold a press conference in Chicago. John Lennon apologizes for more popular than Jesus remark.
You had to hold press conferences to apologize for that stuff back then.
Yeah, you did.
60 years ago.
Yeah, you had yeah, exactly. 1981, Don Estridge unveils the company's first personal computer, IBM PC, at New York's Waldorf Astoria, priced at $1,565, had 16 kilobytes of RAM.
Is that a lot?
No. Sports history, 1974, Nolan Ryan strikes out 19, walks 2 as the Angels top the Sox 4-2. 1978, Patriots wide receiver Darryl Stingley suffers a spinal cord injury, leaving him with incomplete quadriplegia.
Oh, wow, that's dark.
Oh, brutal. After a hit by Oakland Raiders Jack Tatum in a preseason exhibition game. Yeah, one of the saddest days of Patriots history. 1988, Sox beat the Tigers 9-4 for an AL record 23rd consecutive win at home. And 2019, Orioles concede 7 home runs in a doubleheader, defeat against the Yankees to break the American League single-season home run allowed record with 248 and counting. Just getting pounded. Holidays, it's Youth Day. It is Elephant Day. It is Middle Child Day. You guys aren't middle children.
No, I'm the oldest.
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
There's no middle.
Exactly.
Yeah. And Vinyl Record Day, which I know you appreciate. I appreciate. Little vinyl. Yeah, very cool. All right, that's going to do This Day in History. We will be back with the 7 o'clock hour. Welcome into the 7 o'clock hour of the Morning Roast. Greg Hirsch, Tyler Krusz, Marqus Cesar in studio. As you heard there, Sox lose 4 in a row, 5-3. Not a lifeless performance by any stretch, but at the same time, just still not getting over the hump. We're a little concerned in Red Sox Nation today. Doesn't feel too good, and it's a little reminiscent of earlier in the year. Tyler, how you holding up?
It is a little concerning. The offense slow slow to start. You got a couple guys hitting, but not a lot of people. But it is win today, and I think it all goes back to normal, but win today, and we're all relaxed a little bit.
Get yourself right.
Sure. They haven't won since the 13-1 victory. You could just spread a couple of those runs out here and there. You would have been fine.
Need the bats to come alive. It was a tough order. Marqus, how you doing?
I'm good, man.
You good?
Yeah, I mean, it was a disappointing game.
Yeah.
Just to sum it up, it was disappointing.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I was going into it thinking, tough task going against Dylan Cease going into it, right? Like, you got Dylan Cease.
He mowed you down the last time.
Yeah. You got Sandoval going for yourself, so it's like, all right, this doesn't look good on paper.
You were 5-0 in Sandoval starts heading into yesterday.
Yeah, they found ways to manufacture wins in the starts. Your
offense was hot, though.
Yeah, it was. And that was the game I went to during that long stretch. I think he gave up like 9 hits, but it was the comeback game and everything, and the Sox bats were on fire. You got to Dylan Cease, as they said. Like, Cease didn't have his best stuff. Like, he was a little rattled there for a little bit, and it's just you couldn't take advantage. And it's just, like you said, there's not enough consistency in that lineup right now, and something needs to switch on for this team.
Halfway through the game, it looked different. And halfway through the game, I mean, after the top of the 5th inning, you're up 3-1. You chase Dylan Cease from the game.
It was like, here we go.
And then all of a sudden, you gave up 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. And it was like, oh, well, there goes, the momentum. But I think if they could get a clean spot in that bottom of the 5th inning, I think they have a chance there. It's just, they didn't really, the offense didn't do enough to get them a win with that pitching performance, but I think chasing Dylan Cease and getting him, tagging him for 3 and 5 is really good for the offense. Then you just quieted down.
Right. Durbin, who's been awesome at third, had that error. Yep. It wasn't a horrible error, but it was one that he normally would have. Ball hopped on him a little bit, bounced off his glove, and that just cost you. You can't make a mistake in that spot, like you're saying, and it would have been maybe a different game.
Really down game for Durbin. Really wasn't able to show up to the plate either.
Nothing. Just waving at pitches. Yeah. Didn't look dialed in. It just looked a little lost up there, like he did at the beginning of the year. We'll get into all that. We'll do stock report. We are going to do the Red Sox Ticket Sweepstakes in this hour, so be listening for your cue to call, and we'll talk with the voice of the Patriots, John Rooke, get his thoughts of joint practice against the Colts, which they had yesterday as well. Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a deer. Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market on Harlow Street in Bangor next to Goslin's Bakery. Sip Fresh Boba, Explore Snacks, Ramen, and their tasty Jamaican patties. Yep, so Sox lose 5-3. Rafaela, they hit a sac fly in the third, put him up by 1. Abreu homers in the 4th to go up 2-1. Great to see on that. And then Rafaela ties into one in the 5th to extend the lead by 1. He had been one of those guys that, like Tim was talking about, kind of went back to his undisciplined approach at the plate, so it was great to see him tie into one.
He almost went yard the other night. He was I think he came up just short going the other way. It's nice to see that he has the power. He's hitting for power.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Patrick Sandoval pitches 6 innings, gives up 8 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks. Give me number 2, Sandoval, on his performance and the addition of Adley Rutschman. He's just like, I don't know, man. I just played with him 1 game. What do you want me to tell you, dude?
It was interesting that they went out and got a starting catcher, because your pitching had been so good.
Sure.
And you're bringing in a brand new guy to build a relationship with the pitching staff, but it seemed to work out. He's a great defensive catcher, high IQ guy.
Yeah, no, for sure. And in this, age, okay, he's a veteran guy. He's going to, call pitches and things, but they're getting a lot of calls from the dugout, too. It's a different world now, so a little bit different there. Chad Tracy says that Roman Anthony is hitting off a machine and should go on a rehab assignment soon. Also, he was, he thought, hey, they got to Dylan Cease, man. Give me that one. They did what they needed to do with Dylan Cease.
Yeah, no,
they executed that part of the game plan.
If you can score 3 runs on someone's ace and take them out of the game within 5 innings, usually, and you have the lead when you do that, usually you should win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it was interesting that they sent him out, Sandoval out, I thought, for the 6th inning.
Yep.
I thought that was, especially after the 5th, like he did not look good in that bottom of the 5th, gave up 2 runs, and then you send him back out for the 6th, and that's where you give up the lead. But in the playoffs, if you can get to someone's ace for 3 runs, knock them out of the game in the 5th inning, chances are you're going to win that game. Chances are your bullpen's going to hold, or, but like chances are you're going to win that game. So it was good to see the early start from the offense, just not the result.
Yeah, not the consistency throughout. So, yeah, that's got to change. They're going to see if they can salvage one. They got the Jays again tonight. First pitch, 7:07. In the NFL, Patriots had joint practice with the Colts. And why don't you give me Andrew Callahan on what he saw?
Well, you'd rather than be exposed in August.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a great time to be exposed at a joint practice.
Yeah.
It's
without your corners.
Without your cornerbacks. I do think that, you look at the Colts, they were a number 1 overall seed halfway through the year last year. And then they dropped off when Daniel Jones got hurt. They traded for Sauce Gardner, and things just didn't work out there. But they got a great running back in Jonathan Taylor, great offensive line, and their offense is nothing to shake a stick at. But I think this just shows, like if I bet you, who loved watching them get exposed yesterday in the secondary? Christian Gonzalez.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was watching and not playing.
Absolutely. Better pay me. And they better pay him. Yeah, it needs to happen. We'll see where that goes. As of now, it looks... Saying he took a little bump in practice the other day. Coincidentally, joint practices happen and he's sitting out. He's sitting
right after Henry gets the 2-year extension.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. We all know what's happening there. And we'll talk with John Rooke about that too and get his thoughts. The Vikings have named Kyler Murray as their starting QB. Tell me your season's over before it even begins.
Did you see how Schefter reported that?
No.
He made like a whole, trying to make you feel bad for J.J. McCarthy almost, and ended it with forced to be the backup. Wow. No, he's not forced to be the backup, dude. He's not the best quarterback on the team. He
earned the backup.
Yeah, he earned that role. You got to earn things here in the NFL. He stunk last year.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show, man, what were they doing letting Sam Darnold walk?
Oh.
I mean, you could have had him for the franchise tag. You could have had him for a 1-year, 30, he liked it there. He would have done that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. He's just not an NFL quarterback. J.J. McCarthy seems like a great dude, hardworking. He was fun to watch at Michigan. Sometimes it just doesn't translate over.
He was fun to watch at Michigan. He'd take 2 steps back and hand the ball off. Like he went through a whole second half there without throwing a pass. That's all he did.
Absolutely. Over in the MLB, Athletics shortstop Jacob Wilson's major league record errorless streak at the position continues to 113 games Tuesday night. After an errant throw in the 8th inning, it was overturned from its original ruling, so he dodged a bullet there, right?
Did he play for the Red Sox?
No, the A's.
The A's. Oh, okay.
The A's, yes. And it was Mike Bordick for me. You Maine.
Yes,
Mike
okay.
Bordick
They were talking
streak,
about that on the broadcast the other day. Yep.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So shout out Maine Black Bears. In the NBA, Pistons will host the Celtics on October 20th. 3 p.m. start off to kick off the NBA season. Kicking off a little early there.
Very odd.
On a Tuesday or a Thursday or something like that? A weekday? Yeah.
Right. A little strange. And then the Christmas schedule did come out. We got Spurs at Knicks, Heat at Celtics, Sixers at Lakers, Thunder at Timberwolves, Nuggets at Warriors. You like it, Tyler, you said.
Yeah, they're great matchups. You do miss the Jaylen Brown versus the Celtics reunion. I think that would have been big for Christmas Day, but you've also, it's the LeBron effect. If LeBron doesn't go to Philly, I think you get that Jaylen Brown versus Jason Tatum game on Christmas, but they're going to cater to LeBron, and who's more important, not more important, but more popular in the league, more important to Philly, more important to the NBA. LeBron James is more important than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. All right, we'll be back with stocks. Next Home Experience is the market leader. Get Luke, get sold. The Next Home Experience, your locally owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer. For August, use that McD app to plus up a great breakfast. Get a hash brown for only $1, a breakfast snack for $1, only in the McD app. Natural Lawn of America. If you want greener, healthier lawn without harsh chemicals, Natural Lawn of America can help. Organic-based care and tick ranger protection. Call 721-0600 or naturallawn.com/Bangor-ME. Naturally healthier lawns. There we go.
We mentioned this last hour, and I'm going to give a stock up here just on the Patriots and their roster construction offensively for this year. And, for adding A.J. Brown, Romeo Doubs, getting rid of Stephon Diggs was a little shaky start to the offseason when you didn't know what was incoming, but you had two great weapons to Drake May. You extend the guy who was really his favorite weapon last year in Hunter Henry. You're going to keep Kayshon Boutte around after he had a tremendous camp when all of the fan base was kind of clamoring to trade him.
Yeah.
And you tore up the Colts yesterday offensively, and I really think that Drake May is going to have an improvement on last year, and maybe not statistically. It's hard to say, have a better season than runner-up MVP. Yep. But I think just because his life is going to be so easy, we're going to see Drake May do things better than he did last year, do things that he didn't do last year in a good way. I don't think he's going to be forced to put the ball on the ground, to take as many sacks, to run with it. I really like the way this Patriots offense is constructed right now with your pass-catching tight end, your big blocking rookie tight end, a couple of stud wide receivers, and your A+ S tier wide receiver. I think this is an offense that we haven't seen a Patriots offense put together like this in a long time.
So you're looking, and I think we all are thinking the same thing. Statistically, might be a little bit of a different year for Drake May, but we expect him to be a better quarterback.
I do, yes. And statistically, right? I don't want to tie that to passing yards or touchdowns. I think his touchdown interception ratio will be better. But
we hope,
just because they played a last place schedule last year.
Yeah.
You got a first place schedule this year. There's another year of tape on him, but I do think we see Drake May just eye test.
Yes.
Take another step.
Yes. And the maturity, the patience, being able to see the field a little bit more and see the play before it happens.
Yeah. And make changes at the line of scrimmage. Get comfortable in the McDaniels offense, reading a defense and making a play call yourself.
Right.
I think we're going to see him take leaps and bounds in that department, especially when he doesn't really have to worry about, are my wide receivers going to get separation? Are my guys going to be able to, catch the ball when I get it to them? Do they, there's not going to, he doesn't have to worry about the wide receiver group anymore, which I feel like last year he might have had to, the year before that definitely had to.
Oh, without a doubt. And Andrew Callahan had this one from yesterday. So this would have been before the joints. But for a third straight practice, Hunter Henry has taken fewer first-team reps in favor of third-round rookie Eli Raridon. Raridon's simply become a more consistent and trusted target for both quarterbacks. More specifically, Raridon is winning more decisively at the top of his routes, creating enough separation to pull away, which helps immensely as a long strider who can win short but primarily threatens defenses at the intermediate level. Great reports on Eli Raridon. I mean, he's got to put on muscle. I think his blocking will be something that's going to be a work in progress. But as a pass catcher, extra wide receiver out there, I think that his rookie year, that's where you may see him.
And when I look at that first team reps total, I still think Henry is going to get most of your first team reps at tight end. He's just older.
Yeah.
You don't want to burn him out in August, especially at a position that physical.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt. I mean, I think it's just to kind of see what the kid can do. Yeah. And let's give him some responsibility. Let's see how he handles it. Awesome. He'll be a great resource for us here and there, and shows a lot of promise. You know?
I think it's great that they're doing that too, because they can look at Hunter Henry and they'd be like, look, Hunter, we know what you can do. Why don't you take it easy today? You're a little older. Let's get you off your feet a little bit. You're very important to us.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt, it gives him a little bit of a rest. Switching over, I gotta go stock down. What is going on with Wilson Contreras? Holy mackerel. He's had a rough go of it here, and he's hurt for sure. He's been holding the hamstring a little bit. He's gotten hit by 1 million pitches this year, I think second only to Don Baylor in Red Sox history, and one of which hit him in the head not long ago, probably a bit of a concussion there too, on top of everything else. So this has been his stretch. He has gone 1 for 14 with 7 Ks. He got booed on Saturday for not running out a ground ball and at Fenway. Will Fleming at the time admonished the fans, and Contreras declined to speak with the media after, which raised the ire of Sean McAdam, who said that he's been basically a pain to deal with when things aren't going his way. A little bit of profanity and things towards the media in the locker room.
Yeah, McAdams said declining to speak to the media, sometimes angrily and profanely.
Yeah.
Which is...
You expect a little bit more,
No, you do.
though.
And he made us expect more. Look, you can't be the leader from March through July, right? And then when things get down for you, just pull back and say, F it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore. Like, if you're the leader in the clubhouse, that is a year-round job. You have to be the leader in the clubhouse. You can't, when you get hurt, stop doing that. You can't, stop hustling, stop putting the best foot forward. Like, you are the role model for the younger guys. I think the reason for this hot streak was the leadership of Wilson Contreras. And leadership isn't a fair weather job. You can't do it when you're feeling good, and only when you're feeling good. And then when you're feeling bad, just a complete 180. It's not even like he pulled back a little bit from, his leadership roles. It's a complete 180.
Right.
Not hustling, yelling at the media.
Sure. And I know he was sick and missed a couple games right around that, where he didn't hustle it out. But if you can't hustle it out, don't play.
Yeah. And is this a common occurrence? Like, were we too hard on Duran a couple weeks ago?
Well, it makes me wonder a little bit. It makes me wonder a little bit.
Duran was in the wrong.
Not to excuse Duran.
No, he was in the wrong.
Duran. He was in the wrong. But the report that came back from the Red Sox was you don't know the whole scenario.
Yeah. So maybe Contreras has been, maybe this has been brewing in the clubhouse. And we haven't seen it because we aren't there and they don't give us a glimpse of that. And it was Duran boiling over or something like that. Not that I can't stand Jaron Duran.
No, for sure.
Been terrible lately, but it is interesting to see a guy who was touted as this, pros pro in the locker room. Great example for the younger guys now being a completely different person, basically.
And so what needs to happen? I mean, really, what I would like to see...
10-day IL.
Give him a 10-day IL. Give him a 10-day IL because you need, for this team to be successful, you need Wilson Contreras.
Yeah. And you could have done that and avoided DFA and Jake Rogers, too, like you did.
True. And the other person I'd like to see go on the 10-day IL, Aroldis Chapman.
Yeah.
Give me a 10-day IL for him, too, because he's lost a little bit. He's still a beast, but he is not the same guy he was last year. He's not getting younger. You're going to need him. Same thing. You're going to need him. I'd rather you give him a break right now. You can retroactively do it. He hasn't pitched in a couple of games. So, you miss, 2 series? I would put both of those guys on the IL now and avoid problems down the road. Take your lumps now where it's at and get those guys right because you're not winning without either of those two guys.
And if you're not going to do that, this is an important stretch because then if you're not putting those guys on the IL, then you need to prove that nothing is wrong. And, the fans are booing. Yep. Contreras is angry. The offense isn't clicking right now.
Yeah.
Is something up?
Yeah, right.
Are the vibes off? Did the power of friendship gone? Was there a fight in the locker room? Was there did something happen?
Yeah, because there's something definitely off with Contreras, and that probably stems to other people too.
Yeah, was Connolly Early just like the glue guy in there? In the locker room, or Carlos Narvaez? Was he really the one keeping everything together?
I doubt it. But at the same time, you got to get right, and you can't have the guy you're looking towards just go in the tank in every facet. Yeah. Like, hey, you're not playing well. That's fine. Be the leader in the clubhouse.
You can't be the leader all year and then have the attitude of, what are you looking at me for? I'm not your leader. You can't just switch like that.
No. He needs a break. If you're stuck on the side of the road, Union Street Towing, they got you covered 24/7 statewide from breakdowns to lockouts. We'll get you moving fast. Call 942-4200. Driven to be there when you need the most. And Dean's Detailing is a leader in auto detailing for over 55 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance. Protect your auto investment. Look good, feel good, and a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Red Sox Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Dunnett's Appliance and Service. We got 4 tickets for September 9th versus the Angels. This is your cue to call. If you haven't got it in on the sweepstakes, call now, 992-9029, 992-9029, and get in on the sweepstakes. Acadia Federal Credit Union's newest locations now open on Wilson Street in Brewer, serving Maine since 1963 with branches in Bangor, Brewer, Aroostook County. Learn more at acadiafcu.org. And Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of the Morning Roast, downtown Bangor, or herosportsgrill.com. All right, we got some sweepstakes entries here. Coming up, who do we got first?
Going leadoff, we've got Carl from Herman.
Carl, how you doing this morning?
Hey, I'm doing well, thank you.
Awesome. Are you concerned about this little slide here by the Sox?
Well, I was just talking to Brian the other day on Saturday of how great they were doing. Now, it looks terrible. But, brings you back to the beginning of the season.
Yeah, there's no middle ground.
I have hope. I'm not going to give up.
All right, that's what we got to do. They've forced us. We can't give up. Can't turn away now. We got to watch and see if they can pull the nose up.
Unlike Throckmorton, I watched the whole game last night.
There you go. Yeah, fair weather fan. Exactly. So, what do you want to see happen? Is there something that they can do that you want to see to make them change it, turn the corner here?
Well, I think you guys touched base on it. I think they needed to give players rest.
Yeah.
And again, in the streak, it was fun to watch the streak, but they can burn out, and we're seeing that. And
yep.
I think, time out. Give them a break.
I agree. Awesome.
Especially some of the players that, again, you guys touched upon it. They were swinging at pitches that they weren't swinging at a week and a half ago.
A lot of undiscipline at the plate.
Correct. And Toronto last night, they didn't have the greatest pitching staff going, and they should have been able to hit them, but it wasn't good.
Yeah. We'll see if they can turn it around tonight. Well, Carl, you're in for the sweepstakes, man. Good luck to you.
I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Awesome. Who do we got up next?
We've got Chad from Old Town.
Chad, how are you?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
We're doing all right, man. We're just trying to figure out this Red Sox thing. Have we regressed back to the beginning of the year, or are we going to be able to get out of it?
Well, like you had said, I just hope they can find some middle ground. I don't think they were as bad as they were playing, and I don't really think they may have been as good as they were playing. I just think they got to kind of be in the middle is the best you can hope for right now is what I feel like. You
better believe it. Like, show us, just some average ball would be great.
Right, exactly. Like I say, when they were playing out of their minds, you had to, everyone felt like there's no way that could go on forever, and just
right.
A little consistency,
Yeah, for sure. So give guys a break. You think we need to give Wilson Contreras some time off here to get healthy?
Yeah, I mean, as much as I hate to see it and say it, but I think that probably would be for the best.
Yeah. We got to get him right, or this thing isn't going anywhere.
Exactly.
Yep. All right. Well, you're in for the contest, man. So good luck to you.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
All right. We got a third one.
Yes, sir. We got Jeremy from Orland.
Jeremy, what's going on this morning?
Living the dream, buddy. How about you?
Oh, yeah, same. Doing the same. Are you driving to work?
Driving back from work.
Driving back from work, doing the night shift.
Doing the tide shift.
Oh, okay. All right. There you go. What do you think of the Sox decline here? They going to be able to pull it up?
I mean, I think it was bound to happen. You can only go, 35 out of 40 for so long until, you got to drop a couple.
Yeah.
They only lost a couple by what, 1 run?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It ain't that bad.
All right. I like the positivity. There we go. Well, you're in for the contest. If you win, who are you going to bring with you? Family, friends?
Bring him a boy.
Oh, there you go. You got to do it, man. That's the way to go.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, good luck to you. And, stick around, and we'll be drawing that in a couple of weeks.
Thank you much.
Awesome. Great to get three more people in for the sweepstakes. It's been a hot one, and
it has been a hot one. I came in today. It was like we still got people calling in for this. This is awesome.
It's amazing. Really, it really is. And you're giving away good stuff, man. Yeah. Like Sox have earned it,
and we have a good show.
Yeah, we got a good show. Exactly. I appreciate that more than anything, is people tuning in to hear what we got to say. Bunch of idiots, and our thoughts on it too.
Us, we're the bunch of idiots.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, we're the idiots. We appreciate that, and the seats are sweet. Yeah. I know we say it every time, but man, it's and Fenway. It's just it's just such a cool spot to go to, man. You're at Fenway. It's awesome.
No, exactly, and hopefully they can figure it out. It's really the offense, they were just showing it on SportsCenter. It's the streak they had 3.5 runs a game, or 5 runs a game, down to 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 ERA up to 3.7.
The other thing, leaving a ton of runners in scoring position now. That can't happen. They got to get back to driving those guys in. All right, we're up against it. Got to get to break. We're going to talk with voice of the Patriots, John Rooke, coming up next. Northeast Driving School, they've been the leader in driver training for over 57 years. Register today for driver's ed courses at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Call 942-1769 or register at northeastdrivingschool.com. Joining us now on the Heroes Hotline, the voice of the Patriots, and from the Providence Journal, Mr. John Rooke. John, how are you this morning?
Good morning. It's It's all good. It's almost game day.
It is. It's a little pretend football day, but we're gonna tune in because we want to see Tommy Two Chains sling it around. He's got a new nickname.
Yeah, I'd like to see that too. I think that'll be good because that's what we're going to see.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you make? What did you make of the reports coming out of joint practices with the Colts?
Nothing surprised me at all. The Colts are a little bit limited, and the Patriots are, not going to play Drake. So, you've got largely, going at each other, looking for jobs, trying to, carve their little niche onto a roster. I'd say the overwhelming majority of the players that we'll see tomorrow night will probably be playing somewhere else other than the current teams they're on before this season is, really gets started. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how it goes. What I'll look for are the guys that are getting the majority of the playing time and what they do with that individual performance. If they end up making a little bit of a wave, then you'll see them progress and they might have a chance to stick in. But that's really what the first game is all about.
Sure. Are there any guys on the bubble specifically that you are paying more attention to?
I'm still not sold. I know that they want to stick, with the Kyle Williams and or Efton Chisholm at wide receiver. I'm not sold both of those guys are going to make it. So my guess is at some point they're going to end up having to make a decision in the wide receiver room because I'm not sure that I can see them keeping 7 receivers. So to me, I think it'll be kind of interesting to see how that one really plays out because I think that's the most logical spot to look at where there's a little bit of a traffic jam right now.
Yeah, all reports yesterday is that May and DeVito, they were using all their weapons yesterday, but you didn't hear a ton of Kyle Williams or Efton Chisholm, but it just seems like all of a sudden it's a deep wide receiver room.
Yeah, it's definitely a deep wide receiver room, and that's really good because that's something that this team has not had as a luxury in recent years, as I think we all sort of painfully know. It's why all of the talk about Keyshawn Boutte possibly being traded, I'm like, well, why would you do that when he clearly has been the best receiver in camp thus far? And you've got to make sure that you're absolutely stacked if you have injuries. Why would you want to get rid of your best receiver if you're, that makes no sense to me. Now, if you're going to get a haul for him in return, maybe, but unless that's guaranteed, I think you got to keep the guy and see what you can't do otherwise with someone like, like Williams, who clearly has some speed and some ability, and maybe you put him on the trade block and see what you can get for him. And I think that's going to continue to play itself out over the next few weeks as camp continues to progress and as injuries start to pop up with teams.
John, it's the first practice I feel like that Christian Gonzalez completely sat out of and watched from the side a couple days or right after the Hunter Henry extension. Do you think there's anything there? Is he banged up or when is he going to get signed?
It's his ankle right now, so I think this is strictly precautionary. I was actually speaking to Greg Bedard of the Boston Sports Journal yesterday, and I know that he was told specifically that this one had nothing to do with his contract, which is fine. It wouldn't have surprised me either way because, quite frankly, if he doesn't have the extension and he's extending himself out there against somebody else, why would you put yourself in harm's way? Because that then, takes away all of your bargaining power if you get, tweaked. I don't think it is in this case. I'm a little disappointed that it hasn't been done yet because, clearly I think we'd like for this to kind of be blown over and move on. I understand why it's not. I just sometimes think that playing these, contractual games in the NFL are really ridiculous. They know what they're worth. The team knows what he's worth. The team has said they're going to pay him. They're waiting for all the other dominoes to go with the other players, obviously in Seattle and such. So the whole thing is just a silly game of chess, really, to be honest with you. I'd like to see the Patriots step up and say, here's the contract. You have until such and such time to sign the contract. Otherwise, we're moving on until next year. That's what I would do.
Do you think the ankle is something he would play through had he already been extended? Do you think he would have been out there had he already been extended, like with or without the just extra tape on it or anything?
No, I don't, because I'm not sure why you would want to do that in a meaningless preseason game.
Yeah, that's fair.
Honest with you, So I'm just, no, I would not. I would not think that would be a factor at all, to be quite honest with you.
Does your gut tell you this thing will get done before the season actually kicks off?
I thought I would have about a week ago. I would have said yes.
Yep.
Right now, I'm not so sure. So, again, I think a lot of it is predicated on what happens with Witherspoon in Seattle. I think all of those rumors are true. Whatever you've read, whatever you've heard. So, right now, I could see a scenario where the Patriots just decide, all right, you know what? This isn't going to get done. We're going to play this year without it. Now, that probably will cost them money in the long haul. It might even cost Gonzalez money in the long haul. But I don't see anybody having a contract situation extension hanging over them through the course of a season. Too much of a distraction. I can see them coming to a conclusion, you know what, let's just pick this up again in the offseason. I hope that doesn't happen, but I think we're headed that way.
They do extend Hunter Henry. What does he mean for this offense going into this year?
Stability, veteran leadership, good guy. He's a good receiver for a tight end. He's a good blocker for a tight end. I think Hunter Henry's solid. Is he all pro? Nope. Is he really good? Yep. Is he a favorite target? Is he reliable? Yep. So I think that's what they need right now.
And what we saw, Christian Ellis went off with a lower body injury yesterday. I haven't heard any reports on it. That linebacker position is a little thin. Any concerns there?
Not really. If he's out for an extended amount of time, beyond this week or next, then I might have a little concern. But right now, it's so early in the process. Most of these guys wouldn't play tomorrow night anyway.
Right.
I know last year was a little different. They played a lot of the starters for at least a couple of reps last year in the first game. I don't think anybody that's starting is going to get any reps tomorrow. You might get one series from the offensive line, but I think they're going to go a little bit different with that, and I think they're going to stay guarded with that tomorrow night.
Hey, you know what? It's football time, man. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm waiting for the Red Sox to pull the nose up on this losing streak, but in the meantime, give me a little football.
Absolutely. Let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah, all right. Where you play? Where you? You're off. You're gonna play 18 today?
Just gonna squeeze in 9 this morning. Somebody's got to work.
It's all right. It's a great day for 9. That's for sure.
There you go.
Awesome.
There you go. That's what we're trying.
Yeah, for sure. John, where can people get more from you?
You can always find me in the Sunday Providence Journal.
Awesome. Good stuff. Go Pats, go Sox, and hit them straight.
Thanks. You got it. Appreciate it, guys.
Good stuff. Thanks. John Rooke, voice of the Patriots. Ticket TV's on demand. Missed a game on Ticket TV. Not a problem. Every game's on demand at 929theticket.com and the Ticket app. 26 fall season begins September 3rd. Casella, good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerhardwork.com. We'll be back with Sox props and takeaways. All right, Sox play 7:07 first pitch tonight. What are we looking for in a Sox prop?
Well, we're going to go with the offense, even though they've been slow over this little 4-game skid. I liked what we saw last night against Dylan Cease. So we've got the first 5 innings, the Red Sox to score over 1.5 runs.
Perfect.
In the first 5. I like the start. It was Suarez versus Jose Soriano. Both of their earned runs were set at 1.5.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah.
And, Suarez did not look good his last time out.
No.
And I think the Red Sox offense has more in them.
Okay. All right. We like it. I like it. I'm in.
Yeah.
Sounds
Let's
good.
ride.
Let's do it. Awesome. All right. The drive today is going to be down at Heroes. It'll be Jim and Mark down there. So swing on through, get yourself something to eat, and check out the boys. And takeaways, gentlemen.
Takeaways, I am very excited to hear all the good news coming out of the Patriots offense. I don't think I've been this excited to watch a Patriots offense since the 11-day hype around Antonio Brown, coming into New England. I am very excited for this offense.
Yeah, good stuff. Marcus?
NBA opening day. Starts early, we'll be sitting there watching Detroit Pistons play the Celtics, maybe having some lunch. Very weird.
Yeah, very odd, right?
Yeah. And then, Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Celtics Heat.
There you go.
That's going to be a good Christmas
Merry
day.
Christmas to you, my
Hooray.
friend. Yeah.
Merry Christmas to us. That'll be a bad
yeah.
Christmas for Marcus.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, sure,
There we
bud.
go. There we go. My takeaway is these Sox, these guys need rest. These guys need rest. And if you don't do it now, it's not going to get better, man. I want to see some of these guys just taking a little bit of break. It may be a 10-day IL for a couple. I don't know what, but it just seems like they are overextended. Let's give these guys a bit of a break before it really ramps up. All right. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the callers for the sweepstakes. I hope you guys have an awesome Wednesday. This has been the Morning Roast. 92.9 The Ticket, Maine Sports Leader.